How long can you afford to put off who you really want to be? It's a good punchline to kick off this video, I know, but this line is not mine. This question was asked by Epictetus. Epictetus was a Greek Stoic philosopher born around 50 AD who lived a very simple life with very few possessions. He was born in Rome and died in Nicopolis, Pyrrhus in Greece, where he founded a school for philosophy as well. His famous student was Lucius Arrian, who was a famous Greek historian, military commander, and a philosopher as well. Epictetus' informal lectures were compiled by Arrian with the name Discourses of Epictetus. There were 8 books originally, but only 4 now remain. Epictetus' teachings are highly practical and he wants to make people free and happy. The famous Roman emperor and philosopher Marcus Aurelius was inspired by the philosophy of Epictetus. So, Epictetus was a philosopher who founded a school for philosophy, teacher, author, and influencer. And an interesting fact about him is that he was a physically challenged person and a born slave. Even his name, Epictetus, means acquired. Only God knows what name his parents gave him. The point I want to make is that the study of every success story will tell you some common traits every successful person has. And we will find out these traits in this video. Successful persons are very determined about their life, always focus attention on their passion, wants, and desires, what they want to be in life and what they don't. So how do they do that? Keen study of success stories has revealed that every successful person has these traits. Self-awareness. Self-awareness is the most common trait every successful person has. You definitely learned in school that every human child is born with 5 senses: taste, smell, vision, hearing, and touch. But there are 2 more senses that don't usually get mentioned. These 2 senses are vestibular and proprioceptive system. These 2 senses are associated with the body movements and its balance. Any malfunction in this system can lead moving too quickly or crashing into walls or things. Same goes to intellectual self-awareness. Intellectually not self-aware persons crash into blurry thoughts and ideas one after another. You spend a lot of your time getting to know others. Sit down. Take time for yourself. Get to know yourself. Who you are. Who you want to be. How you get there. Know your strengths and weaknesses. Master your strengths. Work on your weaknesses. Your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakens. Self-confidence. Our lack of confidence is not the result of difficulty. The difficulty comes from our lack of confidence. According to Oxford Languages, self-confidence is a feeling of trust in one's own abilities, qualities, and judgments. It is the belief that one can meet the demands of a task. You must be thinking, okay, self-confidence is an important ingredient of success, but how can you assess your level of confidence and how can you improve or build it in yourself? First part of your question is how to assess your level of confidence. Your self-confidence is concerned with your belief about your future. The higher the level of your belief about your ability to influence the events of your future, the higher the level of your confidence is. If you feel that you are not in control and have very little or no impact on what will happen in future, then the level of your self confidence is low and you need to work on it. Okay, now how to improve or build self confidence in yourself. The good news is it's not that hard as it seems. I have devised some steps to practice for building self confidence. Prepare yourself. Whenever you have any task in hand, acquire as much information about the task as you can. Remember, knowledge is power. Seize your negative thoughts. Whenever you experience negative thoughts, counter these negative thoughts by remembering your previous success, strength, and weaknesses. Talk to yourself about your strengths and weaknesses, but mostly about your strengths. Plan how to utilize your strengths with full potential. Small goals. Slice down the bigger goal into small ones. Step by step, achieve these small goals to pile up success. And most importantly, celebrate your success, even the small ones. Keep moving. Keep assessing your current level of confidence and try to build strategies to keep building up your confidence. If you hit any setback on your way, then remember it's normal and it can happen to anyone. Get up and keep moving forward. Next ingredient of success is discipline. There are numerous significant traits that can boost someone's success, but just one of them, self-discipline, produces sustained and long-term success in every area of life. Self-disciplined people do not allow their feelings or impulses to make decisions for them. They made well-informed and logical judgments every day without being stressed. Now the question is how to be self-disciplined. Okay, first thing first. A book, Power of Habit, written by Charles Higgs, explains that a part of the human brain named basal ganglia is the source of habit behavior. This portion of our brain deals with emotions, patterns, and memories, and the decisions are made in a completely different area named the prefrontal cortex. When a behavior becomes habit, the brain starts working on autopilot and stops working on its decisions making skill. Do you know what that means? That means whenever you try to break a bad habit, your own brain resists this change in favor of what it has been programmed to do. So, whenever you try to discipline your own self, at first it will not seem okay. Acknowledge that. Embrace the wrong and give your brain some time to feel okay again. Keep going. It will happen eventually. There is an old saying, out of sight, out of mind. Remove distractions. For example, if you are trying to be more efficient or productive at your work, try switching off your mobile phone and put it in your drawer while you are working. Avoid Facebook, Snapchat, or Instagram. Remove all the clutter from your working desk. Whenever you are hungry, your ability to focus decreases as your brain is not working to its full potential. Studies have proven that low blood sugar weakens one's resolve and you feel less self-control. Eat right and healthy so your brain can focus on your tasks and priorities rather than your stomach. While you are on your route to be more self-disciplined, you must plan your breaks and treats as well. Set milestones and reward yourself after achieving every milestone. Celebrate your achievement. There will be setbacks. No one's perfect. Forgive yourself and get back on track. The longer you are off track, the harder it becomes to move in a positive direction. And now the last but not the least ingredient of success, self-motivation. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. I do a 30 minutes run every morning. Few nights back I was up late and in the morning I didn't feel like going for the routine run, but I picked myself up and went for the run anyway. After 20 minutes, I feel exhausted and want to stop. But again, I gathered all my strength and did the whole clock. Do you know what keeps me going? Self motivation. Self motivation, as the name implies, works through one's self internally. It does not depend on others. Self motivation pushes you to do whatever it takes to achieve your goals. Now you know what self motivation is, so how can you find it? The first ingredient of success, self awareness, can help you out. Talk to yourself. Find out what motivates you. Either this factor is internal, like satisfaction or happiness, or external, like reward or punishment. Use this factor for self motivation. Write down your vision statement. This will keep you motivated. Never shy of breaking your comfort zone. Always have an open mindset and learn from every situation you are dealing with. Remember that failure has much more important lessons to learn. Keep a positive attitude. Learn from the failure and move on. Whenever you are struggling to move forward, remind yourself of these lines. This will surely keep you motivated. This is all for today's video. Today we discussed those ingredients of success which run through your own self and will equip you and prepare you for the road to success. Preparation has so much importance that once Seneca said, "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity." We will end this video with this thoughtful quote of Henry Ford. Whether you think you can or whether you think you cannot, you are right. So be prepared. Choice is yours. This is your life. You are in charge of your life. You are in the driver's seat. I am sitting by your side, and we are on the journey to a better self.